The availability heuristic bias is our brain's vexing tendency to overestimate the likelihood of an event simply because it's top of mind. Hi, I'm Graeme Newell, and I use the latest neuroscience insights to show you how to make smarter money decisions. My speeches and webinars teach how to recognize the signs that an impulsive decision might be likely. Click on subscribe and the bell below to see more of my videos. You may not notice it, but the availability heuristic bias shows up in our lives everywhere. Lotteries sell way more tickets right after a large payout. Seeing someone win big causes a lot of people to overestimate their chances. If you ask someone on a cold day if climate change is real, you're more likely to get a negative answer. Availability heuristic bias caused thousands of additional deaths after the 9/11 terrorist attack. With plane crashes in the news every day, millions of people mistakenly felt safer in their car. Despite clear evidence that flying was less dangerous, more people started driving long distances. This caused more than 2,000 additional driving deaths that year. The insurance industry makes huge profits off the availability heuristic bias. In 2006, the market for flood insurance grew a whopping 700%. Why? That was the year of Hurricane Katrina. The long-term chances of suffering hurricane damage stays pretty constant, but TV news kept hurricanes top of mind. Availability heuristic bias had people snapping up policies despite the fact their risk hadn't changed. Research studies showed that when drug companies increase advertising spending for depression medications, the number of people who report suffering from depression goes up. When talk of depression is top of mind, availability heuristic bias can make it a self-fulfilling prophecy. Professional money managers suffer mightily from the availability heuristic bias. The trigger is a few news stories on a windfall in a particular sector. Cognitive bias kicks in, and suddenly there's a stampede to avoid missing out. The sector gets overvalued, falls, and the dance starts all over again. Each color in this graph shows the performance of a specific sector for each of the past 13 years. Spend some time with this chart and you'll notice that each sector seems to follow a predictable trend. Each year's winning and losing sectors tend to swing wildly. A big payout one year followed by a disappointing performance the next. That's why the smartest investors take the time to study cognitive bias and the delightfully irrational ways our very flawed human brains make money decisions. I've created tons of videos on the availability heuristic. Click on this box to see the full playlist. And if you'd like to learn more about how brain science can help you make smarter money choices, click the subscribe and the alert bell below. I'm Graeme Newell, and that's Better Decisions Through Brain Science.